Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about tennis elbow and golfer's elbow. Tennis elbow is whenever you have tendon irritation on the outside of your elbow. Golfer's elbow is the same thing but on the inside, okay? So kind of break this up into 4 phases as far as your recovery goes. A heads up, sometimes you got to buckle in for several months of this stuff. It's hard to get rid of, but you can do some things to take care of, getting it better faster, okay? So phase 1, we want to focus on some soft tissue work, which we'll use the ball for, and some isometrics. So I'll show you what that looks like. If I'm dealing with golfer's elbow and I got pain on the inside, I'm going to take this ball and I'm going to roll out for 2 minutes. I'm hitting the tendon. I'm kind of working through all those muscles on the front of the forearm, and I can roll, I can go side to side, I can tack down and do some wrist motion, and those are all really good techniques to help work on loosening that up and making it feel better. And same thing on the other side. If I have tennis elbow, I'm going to roll out on the back side of my forearm. Okay? Do that 3-4 times a day or as needed to help calm that down. Now the second thing I'll do on phase 1 is some isometric work. So I want to hold an isometric exercise for 5 reps, 45 seconds each time. So we'll use the inside elbow pain again. I'm going to come up into a wrist flexed position, 45-second hold, and I'm going to get 2 full minutes of rest in between, okay? 45 seconds, rest for 2 minutes. You can do a little rolling if you want. You can go to a different area of the body and start, exercising that. But 45 seconds, 2-minute rest. We're gonna do that 5 times, okay? It's a lot, but the research shows you get the best results with that. So work on soft tissue, work on isometrics, and when you get to the point where you're doing isometrics and you're only getting 3 out of 5 pain or lower, it's time to move on to actual reps, okay? That'll move us into phase 2. So in phase 2, that pain's starting to calm down with your isometrics. We can start doing some slow reps. So what we want to do is, if I'm doing reps with this thing, again, I want to load it up to where I have a decent amount of weight here, but not where I'm getting tons and tons of pain, okay? So keep it below 5 out of 10 pain. But we're going to go about a 3 Mississippi count down, 3 Mississippi count up. Right, nice and slow down, nice and slow up. I would recommend doing 3 sets of anywhere from 10 to 15 reps would be a good start for you. And on top of that, grab a lighter weight here. So we had our wrist curls. This is for inside elbow. Then we had wrist extension if we're working outside elbow, okay? So we're not getting those confused. We also have slow-mo rotations side to side, supination and pronation. Same deal, 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps, okay? And again, let's do that about 3 times a day. And so then we're at phase 3. Once we can do those concentric, eccentric exercises, we're not getting much pain with those anymore. It's maybe a 3 out of 10 pain at most. Then we can start moving on to some compound movements, okay? So again, everything we do is research-based. So these compound movements have been shown to really help improve muscle recovery, gain strength, and make it more resilient so we don't get hurt again next time. So phase 3, we're gonna work on some rows. So grab a barbell. We can use dumbbells, but just the palms down, barbell row is a really good exercise. Okay, 3 sets, 10 to 15 again. And then I would work on kettlebell or dumbbell carries. So get kind of heavy here, whatever you can tolerate. And I would walk for, I don't know, 40 yards or so till we start to feel fatigue. Okay, once we start feeling fatigue, set it down, rest for a minute, and I would get 3 reps of those. Okay, and we're just walking for basically till we feel fatigue. And so what we want to do with those to progress strength, Just like with any strengthening routine, once this weight feels easy, we're going to bump up the weight, okay? You get 15 reps, it wasn't too bad. We want to bump up the weight. Maybe we can only get 10, 12 reps and start working that resistance, okay? Start building up strength and resiliency in those muscles. Same with the weight that you're carrying. Make sure that we start with a weight that's doable, and then we move on to something that's going to be more and more challenging, starts to fatigue those muscles. That's how we're going to grow and get better. Okay. So then that puts us at stage 4. And at stage 4, we're starting to work on explosiveness, return to sport, and those kind of things. So that would look like, probably our best example is throwing. Storage and release of energy. Okay, so we're storing energy, we're contracting muscles, and then we release that. So we'll put athletes through throwing programs where they start throwing further and further. Or let's use golf for example. We're going to start with chip shots, okay, and then we're going to start adding more and more power to those swings, and just kind of bumping up that difficulty or bumping up the amount of strain that we're putting through those tendons, and just kind of gauging pain. Listen to your body. If it's barking at you, back it off a little bit, go a little bit easier on the swing or on the throw, and then as you tolerate it better and better, you can start adding more and more velocity. So that's phase 1 through 4. That's how we progress through tendon pain in the elbow. If you guys have any questions, let us know.